Today I'm working on a painting project. This little step stool has been in our family. My dad made it about 60 years ago. It was due to be redone. So I have painted it with 2 coats of chalk paint. And I've got these paint brushes that were sent to me by Modern Art Supply. Here's the box. Modern Art Supplies. This is a set of chalk and wax brushes. When you're painting with chalk paint, you put at least 2 coats of paint on, but you don't have to prepare the surface much beforehand. You don't have to sand it down and all of that. You could just take an old piece of furniture and clean it and you're pretty good to go. So I have already got my 2 coats of chalk paint on, and now I'm going to put the wax coat on, and the wax coat protects it. It's like a sealer for chalk paint. So there's a big brush, and the little brush is for getting into tight corners, or if you have legs on something that have indents, you know, it's good for getting into places like that. So I don't know if I'm going to need to use it on this or not, but I will be using the big one. I've got a pile of pieces of an old t-shirt to wipe the wax after I put it on. You have to have a type of cloth that won't shed, so an old t-shirt is perfect. I've poured some wax out into this pan, and that's what I'm going to use. So I'll get started. You want to see how this brush works. You need to load it up pretty good, and then I'm just going to paint it on. Top. Now I'm doing the sides of this top piece. Just want to be sure to cover it, and as soon as it's covered, I'm going to lay my brush down and take one of my rags and start wiping it off. As you wipe it off, your rag is going to get saturated with wax, and then you'll just get rid of it, and that's why we've got so many. And then I'm going to go over this whole step stool just like this to seal in that paint. In order to clean the wax out of this brush, I have hot water in this can and dishwashing soap, so that the degreaser in the soap will help get the wax out after the hot water melts it. And then I'm just swishing it around and rubbing it on the bottom of the can. Looks like it's coming out pretty clean, so I'll just do that a little more, and then I'll rinse it with hot water. This brush really worked great. Here's the little step stool after I put the wax on it. So I think you can see the sheen of the wax. You can see all of the little gouges and nicks and damage that has been done to this over the last 60 years. But I think we need to see those. We need to appreciate all those years, and I do appreciate them. So I wanted to restore this as best I could, and I'm pleased with the result. And I really like the brushes that were provided to me to do this. They worked really well.